Gamers, rise up.
Okay.
I'll rise up on cam. Gamers, rise up. We have enough. We've had enough of those chads out there fucking dating Veronica. Those dumb jocks. We have to rise up and delete them.
Delete.
Do you notice anything different?
On you?
Mm-hmm.
Or besides the hair, you're a bit taller?
No, no. I'm still manlet. No, the mic.
Oh, yeah, you sound a little better.
Yeah, I got a new mic. Oh, I'm gonna show up. I have a little. I have a little stand thing, but I don't use it. I don't like it. I don't know. It's just not big enough. Like it's a snowball microphone, and I just have it on the table, and it works fine. But yeah, I got it because I heard a lot of SoundCloud rappers. A lot of people use this mic, so that's why I got it. It's like the only because I didn't know which mic to get, and I got this. And it was
Yeah.
decent amount. So yeah. So do you have anything you want to talk about?
Nah.
Okay, I have a lot of stuff. Uh, so this is something you don't really know, but I'm just gonna talk about it because it's in the current events, and uh, you know, people might want to hear about it because so uh, Ameer Van, he's a rapper. He's in that group Brockhampton. He has a sexual allegation thing on him or whatever, and I just want to give my thoughts because I'm a Brockhampton fan, and I actually was not. A lot of people were surprised by this. I actually wasn't surprised at all. Like I didn't know if there was a really because all the stuff's not confirmed to be true or anything. It's allegations, rumors, and stuff. But uh, I'm not surprised by it, and I kind of say that nonchalantly, meaning that in his lyrics, a lot of the songs, he talked about. Well, he talked about how because he actually went to jail, I think, once, and he because he did drug dealing and all that stuff, and he talked about in his lyrics how like he was like shitty in relationships and stuff. He never really went into details, but he always just like talked about how shitty he was and stuff. And he never said like why or anything. And that's the part I'm not surprised at because he came out on Twitter and was saying how he was shitty in relationships. He did cheat and all this stuff, but he wasn't like physically or emotionally abusive towards them or anything. And I'm just not surprised by any of that because he talked about it in his music. Not that saying that music's like literal and shit, but fucking what else I want to say? Oh fucking he oh yeah, the girls in like making the allegations too, they seem sketchy. They seem sketchy. Like I don't know. That's the thing. You have to take everything, especially nowadays, with a grain of salt. You don't know what is true or not. Especially that, if it was a shitty relationship, like, they probably one of them or both of them were probably pretty shitty. It ended and stuff. But yeah, that's just uh, I just want to talk about that. I don't know. I don't know. It's kind of weird. It's kind of weird when you something like that happens and something you like and stuff. 'Cause he's like my favorite like member in the group, just because he's like my favorite rapper in the group and stuff.
Mhm.
It'd suck if that stuff is true. At the same time, I wouldn't like him as a person, but I think I'd still like music. I can separate the artist from the art, and actually, kind of got me thinking. Like, I wanted to ask, like with you know, which is more. This is more of an extreme case, but with you want me to say his name? You know who I'm going to talk about.
What name?
Because I'm talking about like people doing shitty things. I was going to talk about WWE, and
Yeah.
you want me to say his name, or don't care, or you want me to say?
Well, there's actually a same thing that happened with the sexual thing, when Enzo Amore. Of course, this guy won. He was dating this girl, quote unquote, that he had that the girl claimed that he raped him, quote unquote.
Mhm.
Rape, he was guys with rape, and you know he wasn't fired by that. For starters, you announce it a couple months later, like when it happened. So it was like, so this thing was during, like, the event was happening was during Raw 25, like Royal Rumble, and then like they got their, like, their contracts with Universal to get a TV deal. He wasn't he was fired for like back. I feel like he was fired for like you know backstage like drama and that stuff. But the whole like sexual thing is, I he's right now he's off charged right now. I,
Mhm.
yeah, so but I don't think he's gonna return to WWE anytime soon.
Mhm.
Yeah, so, and yes, we all know we know we're talking about what you were talking about. We all know that name.
Mhm.
Yeah, it sucks that that happened.
Yeah. Like,
It was
did you like any of them, like as wrestlers and stuff, besides like the stuff they did? And stuff?
I like their style. I like CB style of wrestling. People thought he was a good person in the ring, outside the ring, all that stuff. But like, man, that
That's
happened, huh?
that's like this. That's like disturb. Like it's just crazy. Like there's people that have like even like in sports and stuff. There's been like the rape thing, or maybe like other things. Even like football in NFL. Like that one football player got arrested for fucking electrocuting dogs or some crazy shit like that. Like there's,
Yeah,
but the CB thing is like another level. Just like what the fuck?
yeah, yeah. I mean, it was just it happened like, and and during the time we were just wrestling fans. We were just watching. And it was the week. It was like the week, like the same week. I think of like the whole like limo explosion thing that happened to McMahon.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had to cancel that because CB actually, you know, did the thing he did.
Mhm. Yeah. Like I'm. Isn't just that that's based on not the real life. Like just based on that McMahon storyline, isn't it? I mean, besides the CV stuff, isn't it kind of a good thing that he didn't really continue that because
Yeah,
that's like one of
yeah.
the worst like moments.
There's many more, but that one was just like weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is-
Mhm.
Oh my God. I remember. Did we ever do? I think we did. Didn't we were talked about doing like the worst moments, cringy moments, or whatever.
Yeah,
Did that ever? I think it did happen, but it wasn't like what we originally intended it as. I think we like just talked about it, but we didn't like make a list. We were gonna make a list, but I think I remember one of the earlier podcasts. I think we just talked about it. We didn't really make like a list. We list stuff off, but we didn't actually like talk, like rank them or anything, which we could do, I guess, someday.
yeah. I haven't been watching wrestling for a while, so I don't know like anymore like I used to.
Yeah, I remember. What's his name when they went to it's from late '80s. What was it? The part the when they went to the depths of Africa, and it was like
I
oh,
think
like
it was
then they're like this tribal dance.
it was like an alleyway.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Akeem and Slick. We're in the deepest, darkest part of Africa. Oh my god.
Embarrassing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch the XFL.
Oh, me too, man. When that shit comes out,
We gotta we
I want
gotta we gotta like review it like every week, whatever.
yeah.
I mean, I'm curious what it's gonna be like
Yeah.
because is he? I feel like he might improve on it, but like I don't like. I just don't know what's gonna be like. I'm assuming it's gonna have that like quality, like kind of WWE quality to it, but it might be a little more serious. I don't know. It's really hard to say. Or he'll just do the same thing he did like 20 years ago. I don't even know.
So I watched the teleconference with him, those
Mhm.
interviews. Um, he decided that he's not going to combine WWE and his and XFL. That he won't combine them. He doesn't want to do that way. And besides, he's moving on a professional wrestling now. He's moving on to his new project called Alpha Entertainment.
Hmm.
So McMahon's basically moving out of professional wrestling to entertaining stuff, which is I think is a big step towards just a new style of entertainment because I'm not a big football fan like I used to be, but like I feel like we needed the XFL in a way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean something different.
Yeah, because sure it was like corny, I guess, but people, well, I have no problem with it at all. I actually like kind of like I like the idea behind it and stuff. It's just, but I'm not a sports fan or anything, so it's not that big of a deal to me. A lot of sports fans are like just shit on. They hated that and stuff, and a lot of them hate WWE as well. So like I watch stuff for entertainment. I don't care about like the technical fucking aspects of sports. Like, oh, I don't know. Fucking, I can't give examples. 'Cause I don't watch sports, but you know what I mean. Like, I don't care about really the. I'm watching it for entertainment. I'm not watching it for like how good some guy can do this thing or statistics. I don't watch it for that stuff. I don't
Yeah,
like. I kind of like UFC stuff. It's because entertainment. I'm not like. I don't really. I don't watch it. I just watch it when it's on, sort of thing.
yeah,
So yeah, but I like because I find WWE entertaining. I find fighting stuff entertaining. So like I'm not like as like a big like fighting game fan as you are, but like I like fighting. I like stuff like that. I don't really like it's weird because I also like watching like YouTube fight videos, but I don't like fighting at all. I think fighting is like really dumb.
Yeah.
I don't understand why people like fighting. Like I don't know. This is weird to me, but like watching people like do it's entertaining. But I can't watch like a couple of random dudes off the street fight. That's not really entertaining to me. But like I don't
Mhm.
know if they're like really athletic or like really there's something about them like two old dudes fighting or something like that. Like that's what I find entertaining. Yeah, so
Yeah.
it's something different.
Mhm.
But yeah, I used to I didn't watch like I was never a football fan or anything, but I did watch it for a while just because my dad watched it and I was just curious. I'd actually sit there in games and stuff. I never do now. But um like I don't know, it's like I find football I think it's all sports in general, like I'm watching on TV, there's just like no, it's just like painful. 'Cause there's like so many commercial breaks and stuff, and like it
Yeah.
depends on commercials breaks. Sometimes it'll be a few minutes, sometimes it'll just be a minute of gameplay. It's just annoying. And the Super Bowls are just awful. Like the Super Bowls, they're just made for like people to throw parties and have something on in the background. That's like what Super Bowls are made. Because if
Yeah.
you actually sit down and watch the whole Super Bowl, like it's not even like really fun or anything. It's actually like really boring. It's just there's the
Yeah.
game, but then there's the halftime show, then there's like political stuff, and then there's a bunch of commercials which are supposed to be like really interesting and wacky. But I mean, there's some funny. I've seen some funny Super Bowl commercials and stuff, but it's just overall, it's like I don't know. I don't think it's that interesting of an experience or anything. It's just
Yeah.
like some of those the halftime shows. The only one I'm thinking about halftime shows in the last 10 years. The only one that was like decent was the one the Who played. That was just decent. Like I didn't care for it, but it wasn't like bad or anything. It was just decent. And but man, some of those halftime shows, the worst one of all, which I think is considered the worst halftime show of all time, is the Black Eyed Peas one,
I
where
have.
fucking Slash from fucking Guns N' Roses came out for like 3 seconds as a cameo, and he played his guitar. He's like, they just walked off. That was it.
Oh my god.
It's just stupid.
Yeah.
It's like the tonight's gonna be a good night. Tonight's gonna be a good night. I got a feeling. That's the whole song.
Yeah.
And then the other bad one was the Red Hot Chili Peppers and the Bruno Mars one was really bad. It was just dumb. The Coldplay one was dumb. Katy Perry one was dumb. The Justin Timberlake one was done with the Prince hologram thing, it wasn't a hologram. They're saying, or what? I'm trying to remember. It wasn't really a hologram. It was like a projection thing, and it was dumb. And like I like how the Justin Timberlake one, like obviously all of it's staged. Like I don't know. It's just we watched that one on here.
Yeah.
It's
It was. Eh.
like brought to you by Pepsi.
Yeah.
Here's a halftime show brought to you by Pepsi. It's like they had to shove that product placement. They had to shove my name down their
Oh.
throat. I'm actually, you know what's ironic? You
But
know, you know what I'm drinking right now? No, not Pepsi.
Coca Cola.
Yep.
Yeah.
Not drinking
Nice.
Pepsi.
Mhm.
But yeah.
I mean,
Yes.
how long is like a Super Bowl?
Okay, I think I don't know. Is it longer? Is the live event longer than it's aired on TV? I'm trying to think. I don't know. That's
Because
actually an interesting question
because I can tell you how long goes WrestleMania this year.
because I know that regular football games are actually way shorter than they show on TV. They're only like an hour and a half. Not maybe not even an hour and a half, like an hour long. Football games are usually like an hour long or something like that. Like a regular game. Because on TV they stretch it because of commercials. They show random stuff. Uh, but yeah, the Super Bowl might be the same way. I think it's might be shorter than it's shown on TV because all the commercials and stuff. There's even more commercials in the Super Bowl. What about the football thing? I've never had interest except for like WWE. Like I'd totally go to a WWE live event. I'd totally go to one, but I would not go to like a football game because there's something like I just picture in my head like I've been to like school games and stuff, but that's not real. Those aren't really real games. People that go to like school games that they don't fucking really pay attention to the game or anything. I did went to a basketball, like a middle school basketball game or something a long time ago. To my cousin was in, but um, what was I gonna say? Like like I just don't think sitting through a football game, real life football game, just be interesting because you're high up in the bleachers. There's the screens you can look at, but it just seems like a pointless experience, and it's like worth a lot of money. I don't know. That's just me. I would not go to a baseball game. I would not. Baseball games are fucking like 4 to 6 hours long, uh, or even more than that sometimes. It's like because that's what I like about like football and soccer, aka the OG football and basketball. Like they have timers. Like you have to do all these things in a certain amount of time and stuff. But baseball can go. They don't have one. This goes on forever till it's over with. And you never know. It's not like there's a clear goal or anything. You never know what's gonna happen.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. Like in golf too. I don't know why golf is so long. Like I get because they do the whole field and stuff, so it takes a while. But
yeah.
it is ridiculous. 6 hours of golf? Are you kidding me?
And had to talk like this, like they're whispering.
Yeah, for like 6 hours. My grandpa and uncle watched that show. I went over to my grandparents' house and they had that. They're watching golf. I walked in and they're like on the edge of. They're literally on the edge of their seats. They're all like they're all like
Oh my god.
they're doing that. They were doing that. It's just I don't know, like because they both play golf, but I don't know. They're like such classy white dudes though. It's not surprising they play golf. Classic older white dude. No surprise they play golf.
Yeah, well,
I kind of want to play golf though. Like I feel like golf would actually be fun to play. Like in real life, you actually play. I don't know. It seems fun. I've only played miniature golf.
me too.
I actually do want to play real golf. That's actually one of the things I want to do. Nobody. How come they don't have frisbee golf on TV? Or do they? I don't know.
Well, they have leagues, but not sports games on TV.
Yeah. Like they have bowling on TV, which you know what? I've watched that shit. It's not interesting to watch on TV. Like it's not bowling's is not interesting.
There
Like, it's
is
fun to play, but it's not really fun to watch like other people. I don't know.
discgolftv.com. The spin TV.
Hmm?
I'm looking at like there are like disc golf on TV.
Oh my god.
Yeah, the disc golf pro tour.
What I don't get is like ESPN. They have so much stuff on there that's not even considered. That doesn't even qualify as sports.
Yeah,
I would even argue maybe I don't know if bowling is a sport. Kinda, I
kind
guess,
of
sorta.
maybe.
Golf, golf. A lot of people do argue if that's a sport or not. There's arguments. I think. See, I think golf on TV. It's not very athletic. Like if you're walking around the course and stuff, not using a golf cart, I guess it's now considered sport because sport it like requires like to use your body a lot and stuff. And like they show pool and like poker and NASCAR. Those aren't sports.
I
They aren't.
I don't know.
Poker is not a sport. I think it's weird that became a thing on ESPN. It's not even a card game. Uno is Uno a sport now?
I don't
It's
know.
like uh
Is
and
it
there's
sport?
I've read this actually a long time ago. I, I don't know if I made a video on it. I feel like I did. Um I think it was I don't know if I did a video on it. I talked about it on a podcast or I just made I remember making Facebook posts. It might have just been that. Um where I ranted about mind sports.
Mhm.
This is the thing because I talked about this a long time ago. I was like, why are these on TV? Well, they consider mind sports, which is they call like chess a mind sport and stuff like poker and their mind sport games. It's use your mind a lot and you get competitive. Which okay, I get it, but they aren't in the same category as like football, baseball, or basketball. They're not in the same category at all. They should just be on their own separate thing. They should just have a channel with just that stuff. Honestly, like just have that stuff. And and then the most ridiculous of all is esports,
It's
which
esports.
esports, like League of Legends or competitions and like all that shit, the
Oh
online.
yeah.
Yeah, they're called esports. They're like sports. There's competition, but I guess it's a sport, but it's not an actual sport. Like it's fine if they call it esports. I don't mind that, but it's not in the same cat. Well, the esports they don't really consider part of that, but at the same time, what's the difference between that like in poker? They're both like games you just sit down and play and you use your hands, but like I would argue that you use more of your hands in like fucking what's that game? It's first person shooter. It's coming to me. That online people play. Around forever.
CS:GO.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'd argue that you use your hands more in CS:GO. Like you wear them out. I bet you more than fucking poker. Like even chess. I'd argue that you actually probably get more exercise playing those games than chess and like poker and stuff.
True.
So as I just find that stuff ridiculous. Like I don't mind they air that stuff, but it's like when they're calling those sports and like comparing it to fucking football, poker to football. There's something about it. It just bothers me. It's always bothered me. When I was younger, I'd always wonder like why they're showing poker on yes like sports channels and stuff. It didn't make any sense to me.
Yeah. It's
And
it's
like and they had ESPN had that, which actually you might actually make argument that it's kind of a sport. Is they had hot dog eating contests.
eh,
Now, kinda. if you think about it, because a lot of sports you're pushing your body's limits and stuff,
Yeah.
and that you are like the people they have to eat, they have to drink all this amount of water, they have to watch how much, they have to they're very in tune to their bodies and stuff, like similar to football, like and like you have to like run this way, you have to think about how you use your body in this way, and like so it is kind of you almost could make an argument like
It could be. It is. I mean,
you can make an argument that it is. But poker, and poker's a card game. It's a card game. Um, I always thought it was weird too. How like like gambling games, uh, like I know like poker and uh, like blackjack, like those games, like
yeah.
they're made for like gambling and stuff. But I just think it's kind of I don't know it's probably something that's been around forever, but I was wondering like why those games and gambling casino games and stuff. Like
Yeah.
because you could really make a lot of card games into like gambling games and stuff. So it's just interesting. I don't know. Like those select few became the gambling games.
Yeah.
I don't know the history behind that. That's kind of I always think of stuff like that because I always like wonder like because there's so many games that have been around forever, like traditional games. You're just like why did this even become a thing? Like what? I don't
Yeah.
know. Like I don't know. I think people like person who made chess was just really bored back then, super bored, and was like, I'm gonna make this really complex game no one's ever came up with, and they did.
Yeah.
I can't really play chess. I used to, but
I can't play it. I
I
don't take it
can't.
seriously.
I can't. I don't remember all the rules anymore. I know what some of the pieces do, but I don't really. I play computer chess, which is dumb because it's gonna beat you no matter what. It seems like
Yeah.
everything the computer does is like so perfect, smooth.
Yeah.
I don't know how people beat the computer. They're like geniuses, but yeah, I don't know. Did they even in middle like in your school? Even in our school, they didn't have it, but in your middle school, do they have like chess clubs? So
My middle school.
because
Didn't
mine didn't have it
it?
because like
Didn't.
because I know that chess club. I've always heard that was always a thing. It's always found in the schools and stuff. But I think that's a thing of the past
Uh,
because my dad was in a chess club, and I've heard people always talk about like that's like a traditional club they usually have in schools. But I almost thinking that's like a thing in the past. I bet there's places that still have it, but I almost think it's more of a thing in the past.
yeah. My middle school did not have any chess clubs or anything like that.
Yeah,
Don't have like, oh, you can join. The only thing we have track, and that's it.
yeah. That's what they had. They had like a couple, but they're like oddly specific things. I think it was like a drama club thing they had. No, I don't. Did they even? Yeah, they did. Never mind.
I'm kind of taken back. I mean, what did they have? They don't have anything like any clubs at all. It's
Yeah,
like either track or oh look, since you have a good grades or whatever, we could put you in this flex class that
yeah.
allows to play chess or Scrabble and whatever. It's like, dude, I never had that.
In middle school, they um, what was it? Like I don't know, like it. I think okay. I think the reason why we didn't really have that stuff maybe it's just the town we live in. So we
Yeah,
didn't. I think smaller towns didn't really get that kind of stuff. I mean, that's just what it is. You see that stuff more in like bigger cities and
Yeah.
stuff like I didn't even realize till like a couple years ago that in like like here um like the choir kids like they travel and stuff and like they'll go to Disneyland and stuff. By the way, I've never been to Disneyland in my entire life.
Near.
Actually, you know what? I don't really have an urge to go to Disneyland.
Yeah, same. I want to go.
It doesn't seem that there's other places I'd rather visit than Disneyland.
And I
Like,
think we did have this podcast
yeah,
earlier. Yeah, so just letting you know.
yeah, it was like the third episode or something.
Yeah.
Uh, I remember that one. That's all we talked about. But like theme park memories and stuff. Yeah, like we're gonna repeat topics all the time. But
Yeah.
something about what was it about Disneyland? Yeah, I just never had an urge to go there. But what I was gonna say was I hear like we have things where like oh you can if you're choir you can go to Disneyland this time of year or remember the Washington D.C. trips and stuff
Yeah.
and like in middle school I never got that. I think that was like a high grade thing or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's true.
Actually no, I almost think I was invited or something like that, but I didn't go. I didn't want to like because it's kind of I don't know like it'd be cool to visit, but I don't really want to travel with my class. There's something like awkward about that. Like
Mhm.
I'd rather travel with like my family or like friends now or something. Yeah, something like that. I don't know. I'd feel way more comfortable. I think I wouldn't really want to travel with like a bunch of strangers. I just because I go to school with them. It's like, but I don't really like feel comfortable sleeping in rooms. I don't know. It just seems like odd to me. Uh, but uh, but I was gonna say in Europe, the UK, they actually have like a time of year they call fuck it, is it vacation? They call it vacation. I was saying they call it something else over there. But
Oh,
the schools, they for like 3 months they'll just like travel around Europe and stuff. All they'll do and they'll go to different classes, they'll learn about different stuff. That's what they do over there. Like for 3 months, like it's like required. They all do that and stuff. Which I think is interesting. Like I kind of wish they would do that here, sort of.
yeah.
But I guess it costs money. So it costs a lot of money. Like in America, Europe is a bit different how their economy and stuff like that works. But yeah, I don't know. I always thought that was interesting. Like there's a couple. There's a YouTuber I watched who I talked to here and there, and I was wondering why he didn't make videos for a while. And he had uploaded some vlog videos where like one video he's like in France, the other one he was like in like fucking Germany or something, and like he was with his friends, and like they're like in their school uniforms and stuff, but like they looked like they had fun though. Like I don't know, it seemed like they had fun. Like I don't know, I kind of wish they would have something like that. Weird. Um,
Yeah.
where do you want to travel to?
Hmm. I mean, there's like three places I would love to go.
Hmm.
I just list them off. I'd like to go for starters is Mexico again, but I don't want to. But Mexico City, because I haven't been to Mexico City. I only been there for like at least once or twice. But yeah, I want to go to Mexico City. I want to go to London, UK,
Hmm.
because I think it's cool, and then Japan. That's like the three places I want to go. Like that's like my top three.
My top three is Japan, Iceland, and uh, I actually want to say Canada, but either um okay, it's either Canada, Australia, or the UK. Either of those three, like they'd be interesting places to visit. They're not really like strong places I want to visit because I feel like a lot of their stuff, not really UK, but a lot of their stuff's very similar to here, sort of the cultures and stuff. But I would like to visit one of those places, just in general, just to say I went there and stuff. But yeah, Japan and Iceland. Iceland, I really want to visit. Uh, yeah, Iceland's really interesting because I think all the property, like, I don't know if it's all the property, but when you travel there, you don't have to sleep in a hotel room or anything. Like, there's like hotel rooms, there's taverns, cabins, all that stuff, but like over here, but you can like almost camp anywhere in Iceland except a tent, and it's not illegal or anything. That's a lot of people that travel there do to save cost and stuff because there's a lot of flat land too. Um, so yeah, like I don't know, they set up tents and stuff, and like nobody cares or anything. And I don't know. I think it's really, Iceland's just weird. It's just weird. I don't know. Like it's interesting because it's actually a very peaceful country. They never. I don't think they've ever been in a war. They probably did, like independence or something a long time ago, but they've never like they don't, they're like everybody's like peaceful, calm, odd. They all have Asperger's. It's just like a really like odd country, and it's like it's really actually like pretty and stuff too. And then my waifu, my my spirit waifu, or my actual waifu, Bjork, is from Iceland, and so yeah, I I like a lot of Icelandic music. So yeah, I just want to visit Iceland one of these days for sure.
Mm.
But then Japan, I have to. I have to go full weeb mode.
Yeah.
Wear that hentai shirt there.
Oh my gosh.
You probably wouldn't think much of it, to be honest,
Yeah.
because they're used to anime and stuff. They wouldn't really give a shit. They'd probably kind of think it's funny, like,
Yeah.
oh, like an American trying to represent us or something. But I don't know. They're Japan. I don't. Okay. Um. And like I was thinking, because like I was thinking like about like hentai, and like you know how like a lot of hentai is like really weird, or even anime in general, but especially hentai is like really weird. Like almost all of it's just weird,
Yeah.
and like I'm curious like if people there view hentai like we view it. Like there's people that over here that enjoy it, but then there's the majority think it's like a weird thing. Like what the fuck is up with these tentacles and all this stuff? Lolly, like isn't that like little girls? Like what the fuck? Like there's that kind of that stigma over here. But in Japan, I wonder if they even think much of it or think like the same way as us. Like
Hmm.
it's really hard to know. Uh, but like I don't know. Like I don't know. It's just weird to me. Like uh, because there's a lot. The thing is, like, there's a lot of hentai created. There's a lot, like more than you'd think that exists.
Yeah.
Like, it isn't just like a niche genre. No, there's like it's like porn. It's like porn over here. Like, there's a lot. There's a variety. There's like almost everything has been made and stuff, and it's just crazy. So like, I don't know. I would like to talk to a person that lived over there or something about that stuff. I'm curious, like, their thoughts on that stuff is. They think it's weird as us, or they actually like it and enjoy it. Like, cause some of that shit's weird and like
Yeah.
just I don't know, man. Uh, yeah. This podcast is brought to you by HentaiHaven.com.
Oh my gosh.
I gotta plug hentai. I should totally get okay. You know, you can get sponsors. I should get a Hentai Haven sponsor.
Oh my god.
I could probably. I could message like, hey, can I get a sponsor? My podcast. Yes, I want to do that.
Hey, Hentai Haven, sponsor us.
You know who has the same initials as Hentai Haven?
What?
Hulk Hogan. HH.
Oh no. Must be into that stuff. That lonely con.
Oh my god. It's me. Do you go on Hentai Haven often? Be honest. I don't care.
I only went once because I was curious.
You're not like Aryan with that or anything.
Nah. I mean, that's his stuff, man. I'm not even gonna argue.
Some of the stuff I'm like a little scared. Like I get my curiosity, my like morbid curiosity about a lot of that stuff. But I'm like really sketched looking at a lot of that stuff at the same time. Like there's a part of me
Yeah.
that's like, I'm interested in this weird stuff. And I'm like, I don't know, like what's gonna happen in this one? I don't know. Something sketch. Even like I don't know, man. Some of the stuff's like really like taboo and like, whoa, like rape stuff. Like I'm like, I don't know. Like, I feel sketch, but it's all cartoons, I guess. So, but at the same time, it doesn't excuse it with being fucked up or anything.
Yeah.
That's the thing too. Like, who makes that shit? Who? Because those a lot of those hentais are like very well animated and stuff. They put a lot of work and detail into it. There's no way, like, it's like the plots are like ridiculous. Like, a fucking like the ugly bastard subgenre, which is literally just like old guy, like creepy fat dude, like old. It's always like old dudes and stuff, raping young girls and stuff. Like somebody put their time of their day and like months and shit just to make that, and like is dedicate. Like it's just weird to me. Like somebody wrote it and it's like, you know what, we're gonna make this. And like, what? I don't get it. And
I
the
don't
thing
know
too,
either.
they're not. People say like hentai. Oh, some hentais have a good plot. Okay, I actually agree. Not I haven't seen some that have like great plots or anything, but there's stuff that actually try to tell a story and stuff. Like I get it, but a lot of it is just like porn plots. Essentially, that's all most of them are. Like there's a setup. This person meets this person. They're attracted to each other. They fuck, and then the next day they see each other again. They're trying to they fuck. Like porn plots. That's all. It's just the same thing. And like, but it's anime, so it's higher quality. It's higher quality, even though it's like the story is like literally the same stuff. I don't know. Aaron would probably be like, actually, I miss cousin Arian.
Me too.
I saw
I
his
miss,
Instagram. He's like busy with life and stuff, I guess.
yeah.
Yeah. Huh. How long has this podcast been on? Like an hour? No. It's like 40 minutes. I don't know. Do you have anything you want to talk about?
Not really.
Yeah, I don't have anything else.
No.
All right. Well, I'm going to end this.
Stop podcast.